What up? You know what it is? Your boy TrendsetterSense back at it again. Rhythm and Streets. You know how we do, man. I got a good special edition right here, a legendary special edition, man. I got one of the most renowned, legendary producers that has, man, when you think of this dude, it's behind so many names: Gucci, Waka, Usher, Drake. I can't think of, it's too many names. Nicki. I mean, we can just go on and on and on and on. When you think of Atlanta, Migos, when you think of hip hop, when you think of Atlanta, I mean, if you ain't think about this dude, man, you under a rock, man. My brother Zaytoven, how you doing, good brother?
Good. What's up? What's up? What's up, bro?
Hey, man, appreciate you for coming through. But we got a special one right now, man. Congratulations. Pray for Atlanta.
Number
project,
one.
Yeah, project
number one
is
in the world,
crazy. And I'm seeing what you're doing, and I'm seeing what you're doing with this young brother right here, man. And I was like, when I called you, I said, yo, you gotta bring this dude up with you, man. And I really wanna, have this conversation with y'all, cause y'all speaking. I love the message and what's being delivered and the confidence behind it and everything about it, man. So alongside my brother Zaytoven, we got my brother 1K Phew.
For sure.
Pray for Atlanta, number one.
Yes, sir.
Now, is that number one? That's on the Christian chart?
Christian chart, Christian chart.
Man.
That makes it even better.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
We trying to stand out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Talk about it, man. Like, I need the evolution of how this chemistry came together, man. How did y'all even meet up? How did y'all collab? What's the story?
This years and years on top of years.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So long story short, I probably about a little over 10 years ago, just went to an open mic cafe, church open mic cafe, and me and my partner pulled up or whatever. And the first person I seen when we walked in was they, on the keys.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm already know who that is. So when we get on stage, we do our thing, and after we perform, I go up to Zay, kind of introduce myself, And Zay, being the real one he is, he like, man, take my number down. So I ain't never, I ain't never got that one before ever. So took his number down, and he'd text me like, man, yeah, pull up to the spot. I think like a couple days later, something like that. So I pulled up to the spot and went to the legendary basement. You know what I'm saying? I already
legendary
seen,
basement.
Look,
I'd have been there.
He ain't even know. I'm already knowing what the basement look like and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I get down, I'm seeing all the jerseys on the wall and there. I'm like, yeah, we in here.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, he put about 10 beats on my flash drive. He the flash drive day too.
Yeah.
So put 10 beats on the flash drive, and out of beats, one song had caught fire in the city. Shout out to Ferrari Simmons and DJ Swamp Izzo.
Yeah.
They
Shout
put
out
on
my brothers.
V103.
Yeah.
Called Church Gone Wild. And then and that song like just kind of set fire like on everything I got going on right now. Like it just opened up like a lot of doors. You feel what I'm saying? So I just kept walking through them and just kept elevating. And we just here right now. We here to today.
Yeah.
Zay, let me ask you a question, man. What was it with Phew like that you saw? Because I mean, like, you the evolution of so many great artists, man. Like, what was it in Phew that he was like, let's put it together?
I think it's always the it factor. Now here I am. It's a Friday night. We at church. This is a church event. I still play the organ at church on Sundays.
That's crazy.
But through the week, sometimes we might have some programs or something like that. And he came. He's a young guy, and he come up here and he's doing gospel rap at the cafe, and he got his swagger together. He got his confidence together. And I'm like, oh, this little young dude hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of that, my mama started hitting me on my shoulder like, you need to work with him.
Wow.
Mom's just telling me this.
Wow.
So it's like, well, you ain't got no choice. But hey, man, let's hook up, bro.
Just like
yeah, let's hook up.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So it's no secret. Like, your mom was your influence. As you as a producer, correct? Coming up in the church and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You just mentioned that you still to this day play in the church, man.
Yes, sir.
What was it in you that you always felt like you couldn't never abandon that side of the game for yourself?
Man, that's my safe place. That's what I want to do. That's a desire I have. You know what I mean? It's something that keeps me in the middle of the road. And I think probably being raised in church, my dad's a preacher, my mom the choir director. I'm at church 4 days out the week in Mississippi. Me learning how to play the piano and organ, it comes from me being at church all the time.
Yeah, that organ sound.
It's like it's just
that signature Zaytoven.
Man, that's what fueled my fire with even making music. So I honestly feel like the reason why I'm at where I'm at today is because I never abandoned that. People can't believe it. People can't. Oh man, he don't play at no church. They don't play. Like, why is it so hard to believe that I play the organ at church on Sundays?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The pastor said he had to argue with people all the time. Like, no, he play at my church.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They be like, nah, he don't play at no church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's something I won't never leave, man. That's like, you know, I feel like that's a duty of mine that I have to do, and I want to do it. So
I like that, man. Phew, talk about the evolution, man. Like, you know, Zay's over here talking about the swag, and I see how, you know what I mean, you come through and everything, man. And then, you know,
I ain't had nothing else to wear. I just
you know, a lot of times, and this is what I like about what y'all doing, like the Christian movement, if you're not abreast to it, like it could be looked at as like it's corny or something like that. You know what I mean? And then here you coming with the full confidence, speaking what you speaking on, man. Talk about the evolution.
Because it's in me. Like, I really came up like this for real. So it's like, I kind of got like the best of both worlds. I came up in church, but at the same time, my church was in the middle of the six. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I kind of seen the best of both worlds at a younger age. And, you know, just coming up like that, I seen a lot of life too, because I knew better. I mean, I did better all the time.
Right.
So I just, you know, just came up and really had God in me for real. Like, even when I tried to, you know, get in the street, like, it just never worked for me. You
it
feel
never
what I'm saying?
worked.
It's like, I just had that certain amount of favor on my life where I couldn't do anything. I'd take a piece of bubble gum, something happened to me. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I just really had accepted my calling and my purpose. You feel what I'm saying? And once I accepted it and embraced it and stood on it, you feel what I'm saying? That when everything started coming my way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, with the confidence and everything, because it was already in me.
Wow.
And I feel like even like a lot of like Christian rappers and stuff like that, like, I feel like they be kind of like running away from that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, saying like, don't call me a Christian rapper, don't call me this, like, don't put me in no box. But it's like, I'm gonna stand on what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? I gospel rap back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna turn my box into TNT. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna blow up with it. So I mean, you just like you just gotta stand on that. And it's like, even the people that's nowhere near church, like, as soon as I started embracing my purpose, like, that's when they started realizing what I was doing. That's when they started respecting what I was doing. Cause at first I was trying to hide it. They like, bro, like what? I don't even understand what you're doing. Cause you trying to hide from you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what I really had to learn. Like, just had to really stand on my purpose.
You talking about your purpose. Can you describe the day, Phew, like, when it hit you, like, yo, this who Phew gonna be?
Man,
Was it like a moment in time?
I feel like I've been knew it at a young age. I just always ran from it. I feel like one moment where I really, you know, where I had to stop playing was when I got shot at. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, all right, now I gotta.
What was you doing?
Man, I
Just
don't really
playing in the streets.
Yeah, just running around. But when that happened, like, that, I'm one of them type of people. Like, you just gotta show me something one time. It's like, I ain't even gonna play with it, cause I just know, like, I know what was gonna be the outcome. You feel what I'm saying? And even growing up, like, with all my partners, like, just running around with them, I was always the one, like, I'm the only one out of my partners with 2 parents in the house and everything. Like, they always looking at me every time they gonna do something. I'm trying to tag along. They always roasting me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, boy, you know you ain't supposed to be out here. Like, that's just always been on me. You feel what I'm saying? So when I got to the point where stuff started happening to me, like, when I started getting locked up, getting shot at, I'm like, bro, like, this ain't even me. Like, I'm finna go outside with something that ain't even me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And just kind of forcing my way. And I just had to wake up and realize, you know, put the relationship over the religious side. Cause even throughout that time, I was in church still. Like, I knew right from wrong and everything. I was even doing gospel rap. You feel what I'm saying? But I just didn't put the relationship part first. You feel what I'm saying? I was just kind of, you know, just, I don't know, like, just lost for real. And then when I kind of woke up.
And then you said, like, once you felt like you found it, everything just took off.
No, for sure.
Was that around the time that y'all?
Because it's already promised to you. Like, I feel like your purpose is God promised. You feel what I'm saying? It's guaranteed to you already. You just got to walk in it.
So do you feel like, you know, you chosen to speak that on like people that don't even, like, non-believers that may not even, you know, a lot of people be like, oh man, I'm not even trying to be involved with all that. You know how I go.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's your, like, that's on your shoulders at this point?
As far as what?
Like delivering that message, like, do you, like, I'm trying to figure out like what was it that God said to Phew, like this is how you gonna move and
just
this is
to
how
be
you
myself. Like even just when I first started doing it, I'll never forget. Like I was submitting my music to like different Christian hip hop sites and stuff like that. And they're like, nah, this too urban. Like this too, I'm saying, this too that, this too that. And I feel like just, you know, with me and Zay, like coming how we coming, like it's really groundbreaking. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, this is really something that they can relate to, like the street and the church. You feel what I'm saying? They can really relate to what I'm saying. They can really relate to the sound. It's like, it's groundbreaking, bro. Like, and I feel like that's our purpose. Like, we just really walking it. I feel like it ain't really too much calculated because I don't really try to calculate too much. You feel what I'm saying? Because like God run the show anyway, so it's like we look crazy trying to calculate it. But I mean, I just feel like we just doing what we doing.
Zay, has it been a situation where you felt like the same thing was upon you as a producer, like the same like responsibility? Because you say I never left it, and you know some people, you know, a lot of musicians come from the church, but then it'll just be completely abandoned. Like, what was in you to make you feel like, nah, like this is, and now y'all groundbreaking, like y'all, it's going number one now.
Yeah. I feel like it's been in me since a little boy. I never abandoned it because I never was one of those guys that I need to try to do something else to fit in or to feel like, to fit in with somebody else. So now the crazy thing is I made it so big as being this trap producer.
Right.
You know, I'm a church musician, but it's like I'm always connected to, I came in the game with Gucci Mane.
Right.
Gucci Mane is almost like the boogeyman of the rap game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, so I came in with guys like that, and all the people I produced for is like the real grimy guys.
Right. That's crazy.
But I still feel like God used that for what we doing right now. It's to gain the respect level to like, okay, what he does means something.
Right.
But now look what he's doing, or look who he's working with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to be ashamed. I used to be scared to
really
play my music, man. You gotta think, I'm in my mama's house and I'm making music, and of course, you know what the artist talking about. You know,
right.
Man, I was like, boy, I hope my mom and my dad don't hear this right here. They gonna shut everything down. But it's so crazy. The church I play at now, Pastor Meredith, he stood up one Sunday, and I had just did Gucci Mane Hard to Kill album. You know, this is when Gucci locked up and everything.
Right.
He stood up in the pulpit with the CD like, yeah, man, we so proud of our musician. Zaytoven, he just executive produced this Gucci Mane album. I'm like, whoa, brother, don't say that. Like, don't tell people to go listen to that.
Yeah.
But he was just proud of the fact of what I was doing in the position I'm in. He know my character. He know the person I am.
Right.
But just God put me in that place. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So,
that's deep.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's definitely deep.
Yeah, because it's like, because your music, you always been known as a producer that puts credibility on artists. It's no secret about that, which is well deserved. And then to be able to put your sound behind some of the biggest rap artists that in the game, period. And then for you to stand on this movement, like, do you ever like think about that? Like, the whole experience?
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, this has always been my movement. Who I am and my character has always been my movement. That's always been what I try to show for other people that want to get in the rap game, that you don't have to be this certain type of way. If you're a fan of Zaytoven, you can watch how Zaytoven move and be like, okay, I want to move like that. And one of the things that helped me early on is a guy like Gucci. I remember when we used to go to the studio, the first thing Gucci used to brag to other people about it. Hey man, this is my producer Zaytoven. He don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't cuss, he this, this is his introduction.
That's
and
funny.
it's like, hold on, bro, you ain't gotta say all that.
Right.
But to him, now this is one of the most streetest guy I ever met in my life. You know what I mean? This the real street. But to him, he's bragging on me. Like, this how he is.
Wow.
Even though we're amongst all these killers and drug dealers, this is how he is right here, and I'm gonna brag to y'all about this. So that was confirmation. It's like, to be who I am and stand on who I am. That's
you know what I mean. So, I love that story, man. Let's dive into it. This project is through Reach Reach Records, and that's Lecrae's label,
Yeah,
right?
for sure, for sure.
Okay, tell me how that connection came about.
Oh nah, just shout out to Cray. Like, just shoot, the whole church going wild. Like, I'm telling you, like, I mean, they got a whole church going wild. Them folks went crazy. So they had like a whole bunch of like different beats up there one time. Like they had like some Zay beats, Metro beats, like everybody, like, and couldn't nobody up there do nothing with them. You know, they ain't really they lane. So I really came up there to write for Cray. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I came up there and the first song I did, it went crazy. And then Cray came in, he was like, oh, no, you gotta stay on. You feel what I'm saying? So stayed on. He said, if you go ahead, write a verse. If the verse hard, I'm gonna keep the verse. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the verse. Verse was hard, kept the verse. He made it the single, and you know what I'm saying, after that, signed me, and you know what I'm saying?
And that's how, and the rest was just history.
Right.
What was your relationship with Craig before that?
I ain't had no relationship.
Really?
Yeah, so I was one of them folk like in the DMs, like trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hit one of the one of the main engineers up there at Reach. Shout out to Biz. And then the rest was history after that.
So Zay, you was talking to Craig on a whole another side of it.
Never met Cray before until we did the Let the Trap Say Amen album.
Okay.
Yep. So, you know, and that was big. That's almost the same thing with me and 1K is doing. So when me and Lecrae did the Let the Trap Say Amen, it was like, I've been waiting on this opportunity. I've been waiting to do this. Before then, I haven't really worked with gospel artists.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah.
But it's just there's no medium where it's like, okay, it goes with Zaytoven sound. It makes sense or it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Lecrae was one of those guys where it's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Zay and Lecrae, that go together.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Lecrae, man, because that was a big project for me. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely shout out to Lecrae, man.
Shout out to Lecrae for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. We got Zaytoven in the building, man. 1K Phew. I'm loving this conversation. I'm loving the project. Let's dive into it, man. Pray for Atlanta, man. Talk about like where the state of the game is right now, man. And I feel like, or y'all tell me, like, what led into y'all delivering a message to pray for Atlanta?
Man, just everything going on in the city right now, for real.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of in your face now at this point. Like, people losing their life, people losing their freedom. And it's just really, I ain't even gonna lie, I just really felt led to just really stand on my purpose, like I said earlier, and really shed light on the city instead of, directing people to the darkness. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause there's a lot going on, so I feel like at the end of the day, like we gotta lift our head up above the water at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get some fresh air. So I feel like that's what we bring. We bringing a whole new light, a whole new, sound, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, wave, for sure.
You talk about spreading love a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about like the emphasis behind that, because you just said like people spreading too much darkness.
So just not being afraid to meet people where they at. Because I feel like just a lot of people always expect people to change and so quick to judge, but they ain't even really trying to reach out for real. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like this is our way of, really meeting people where they are. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of expecting them to always come to where you at. And I feel like that's showing love. It's like a lot of people don't really lead by love. They just lead by, judging. You feel what I'm saying? And miscommunication. That's why a lot of stuff go left a lot of the time, because of miscommunication.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just need to learn how to lead with love and really just, I'm talking to myself at that point too, because it's like, it's easier said than done. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, in a lot of, situations, we got to lead with love. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like, that's really what's going to bind everything together.
Yeah. When the album dropped and it went #1, like did y'all, when y'all was making it, did y'all know what the impact y'all was going to have? When
I knew.
You knew off the rip.
I knew. I already knew.
Me,
sure.
I know me, man. I'm one of those guys. If I like an artist, I don't care if it don't get on the chart at all.
Okay.
So it's just I like him and I want to work with him.
Right.
And he want to work with me. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't look at it. You know what I mean? Hopefully, hopefully and preferably like, okay, let's do something big or big numbers. But if it didn't, I don't care. We're gonna do it. If you want to do it again, let's do it again.
So,
we're gonna keep doing it because that's that's my purpose in life. I want to create music so somebody like him can preach on it or rap on it or tell certain stories or spread love. So, and I feel like God gonna do the rest. You know what I mean? It's always been like that.
Yeah.
I never look at, what is this gonna get a Grammy? Is this gonna be the man? I ain't never,
Yeah. All that
cared
just
about
was,
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So with all the features and that you have on the project, when y'all reached out and was like, "Yo, come jump on this," like, what was the reaction? Like,
They coming over, they ASAP.
yeah.
Believe it or not, man, these artists want to be part of. They want to be a part of this. They want to help. You know what I mean? All the negative that they done probably put out, they want to be able to kind of, hey man, let me clean it up. Let me come and do something positive. Let me come and say something a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feel good to the soul to do that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zay, you've worked on movies and stuff like that. Like, is this something that we could see in this realm dealing with the same thing? Like, we got any films, anything
Man,
like that?
what I say before I said, man, you need to shoot.
Yeah,
we need
he
to
just
shoot
said that. He literally just said
That's
that.
the confirmation right there.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Of course, I want to do a movie. My buddy Dietrich Haddon was trying to do one with me not too long ago that we still gonna do. But I'm just trying to put it all together, man. If I can get 1K Phew, some other gospel artists to feature in it, just like just make us a nice church in the trap type movie.
sure.
It's like you know what I mean.
So
It's like
Yeah.
I'd be excited to do that.
that'd be crazy.
I'm just thinking about the project, man. The project is just it sounds so good, man.
Man, I listen to this thing, bro. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Now, I just came from out of town at my daughter's volleyball tournament. So we was in Tennessee. Man, I might have listened to this album, I'm talking about 20 times.
Yeah, same. It ain't number 9 song too,
That's
so you
what
gotta
make
run it
you
back.
gotta keep
You gotta
letting it
run
run.
it back.
It's like it just
So-
keep running. It's like let it keep running back.
For sure.
And it's something when my wife now, she know all the words. She know all the words to the song now.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what let me know we had one too. Cause when I seen your wife post it, I like, oh yeah, we got
that's
one.
it.
Cause she ain't finna just.
No, she ain't just posting on anything.
Come
She don't
on.
Where do y'all feel like hip hop is going and the culture is going as a whole? Like, I feel a shift, and I just want to get like y'all take on where you feel
I feel like people finally not afraid to be themselves.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's way more space to be yourself now. Like people ain't really caring about what you like. Cause nowadays if you put on, you gonna get exposed. Like they gonna be able to tell.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like nowadays you might as well just be yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like the game needs like a reset button.
Yeah.
A different shift. That's why I'm so happy about this project that we got right now. Cause it just, to me,
That's what it feels
it
like.
feels like it feels something. It feels fresh to me.
Yeah.
Even though I've been making beats for 1,000 years and everybody done heard them 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
Just the message, the way he's coming on them, it just sounds like fresh. That's the reason why I listen to it so many times. It just sounds new and fresh.
Yeah.
So and it's needed.
Yeah.
It's definitely needed.
Have you ever had like a burnout phase, like creatively? And I can ask both of y'all that question. Like, has that ever happened?
Man, I still wake up every day and I'm excited to make beats. Even though I done made these beats, I'm talking about over and over and over and over again. I'm excited to do it just, every day.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not burnt out, but
I'm not saying now. I'm saying has that ever?
I've never been, but I'm gonna tell you the reason why. It's because guys come along. Like he came along. It gives me a freshness. Like new guys, all those artists you name, a lot of guys like Migos or Gucci or OJ or Dolph or Bankroll Fresh. All these guys were nobody.
Right.
Then when I start working, it's like they gave me energy all over again. So it's like fresh. Okay, now I'm excited.
Yeah.
All over. So
Yeah.
nah, man, these guys keep me excited about it.
Phew, how you feeling?
I mean, I ain't really just been burnt out, but
I mean, you fresh, man. I ain't even saying that at this point.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like if anything, I'll probably like
You the new energy.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
ain't no
saying? I
energy.
probably go too many days without recording or something, but like once I'm locked in, I'm locked in. Like
Yeah.
I told Zay, like Zay text me beats now.
Man, I'm sending too
PFA
many
2,
beats.
I'm almost done already.
Wow.
And I know I'm too much. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm doing too much. Because I make beats and then load you up with 20 beats.
Hey, but that thing with me and Zay though, like I feel like probably not the way he made beat. I about to say the way he made beat, the way I record, but he probably make more beat. Like Zay make
I got
100
so
beats
how
a
many-
day.
how many beats you
Zay
make in a
make
day?
100 beats a day, bro.
Man.
I
For
probably
real,
got
for real.
I probably got 1,000 Zay beats on my phone right now.
That's
Straight up.
crazy.
Straight up.
How many can you literally say you make in a day?
Man, I do a 10. If I feel like it, I'm going to do a 10 in a day. But it's just to sharpen my sword.
crazy.
It's like, I just, Let me see what I come. The reason why I do that is because out of these 10 beats I make in a day, 2 of them might be special. And 2 of them might get to the right person, you know, to the right artist, and they say the right thing on it. It's like, okay, bro, we got something. And that's worth me scrapping all the other beats I did and to do it all over again.
Right.
So,
Phew, how many songs in a day?
How many songs in a day? I ain't gonna count, I probably do like four in a day. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I done picked up a new little technique. You feel what I'm saying? Where I kind of like the process a little quicker. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a little more guaranteed too. Cause I done got to the point where I don't want to just record and be like, that's not it. It's like everything I record at this point, it's like, nah, it gotta be it. Like whereas I'm picking the best spot or whatever. Like I'm putting pieces together and everything. Like so it's like I'm at the point where I'm really perfecting my craft and really, you know, learning how to put it together the right way. Yeah.
Phew, let me ask you, I can't ask you dream producer collaboration because you with the dream. It don't need no it's not gonna happen, right? What about feature wise?
Feature wise. I ain't gonna lie, man, I feel like early in my career I was like, you know, I got dream features and stuff like that. But now I'm at the point it's like whoever wanna work with me, you know, I'm down with that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I ain't really too pressed for real. Right. But if Beyonce want to work, like, you know, we can do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So go back 5 years ago. The Phew now, what's he gonna tell the Phew 5 years ago? Like, as far as like piece of advice.
Oh, you said 5 years ago. That ain't even that long. I'll probably just say stay down and not be discouraged. But I ain't gonna count though. I probably wouldn't even change nothing for real. I feel like everything just happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. But if I would say anything, I would just say just be yourself. Cause like when I first came, like especially when I first got signed, like I ain't never been around that much white people in my life. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like I had to change. Like I feel like I had to, you know, dim myself down to make other people comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? And now I'm uncomfortable trying to make other people comfortable. So I feel like I just had to learn, really had to be myself. I really had to bring myself back. And that really why I was excited about Pray for Atlanta too, because I feel like this is a full circle moment. Like this is really me coming back to myself. Like just like what you just said. Like on in a sense.
Yeah. And then you know, so basically like the project is you already said it in the word, right? So there. Zay, was there ever what was Zay's Valley moment where like have you ever is there something that sticks out to you?
It ain't been no moment, man. I just been rolling with it, man. I've always been a hustler. Always, you know, found time to do what I wanted to do. And me was, you know, making music. Once I started making music, that's what I wanted to do. But I was a guy, I used to cut hair. I used to, you know, at the barbershop. I couldn't leave the barbershop because I liked to cut hair. I liked to be in the barbershop. Right. And I was just satisfied with just that. I was satisfied with being at the barbershop, cutting hair all day and making music on the side. Somebody paying me $300-400 for a beat, $500. Yeah. Well, that's cool. You was cool with that? Man, I'm living life. I got a church service I got to go play it later on. I got a wedding I got to do on Wednesday. Got a funeral I got to play it on Friday. You know, my life is planned out that way. I never expected to be Zaytoven. You know, that was never in my cards or what I was trying to do. Really? Yep. So that's why I always say, that's why when you ask me about church and, you know, why I haven't abandoned that, I feel like that's the reason why I'm in this position. You know, God honored the fact that, you know, I never stopped doing that, and that's the reason why He put me in the position that I'm in. So, yeah, man. You know. What
would you say to somebody that, like, you know, is having that conflict? Like, they want to move in a certain direction, but, like, is there a piece of advice coming from a spiritual foundation? Is this, like, what would you tell, like, a young person that's trying to do the same thing that you're doing?
As far as like making music? Yeah. Man, I don't know how great of advice this is, but for somebody like me, I always been a stable person. And when I say that is, I watch my mama get up and go to work every day, and I watch my daddy get up and go to work every day. So I felt like I need to get up and go to work every day. Even though I got this musical talent and I'm doing music, that's a hobby. I need to get up and go to work every day. I'm probably one of the only guys that I had the #1 song with Usher. Papers? Yeah, Papers. At the time, but I was still cutting hair at the barbershop.
That's crazy.
Not that I needed money. It's just I'm programmed that like, man, you got to get up and go to work.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Music is fun. Like you go, that's you.
Zay,
having
you
fun
was
doing
already
that.
Zay by that time. You was
Dang.
Man, I had Gucci, I had OJ, I had a lot of stuff going on, but I'm still at the barbershop. And somebody had to call me and let me know, oh, congratulations, boy, your song #1. I'm not even paying attention to that.
Wow.
So, for me, I try to teach because I got a son he's into music too. And I'm teaching him as well. It's like, it's cool to do this and do what you love to do. But sometimes, this music stuff can be a long shot.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people put all their faith in it and some people tell you to go live in your car, man, until you make it in music, if you really want to do it.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't try to teach people that because, a lot of times people leave themselves stuck out there and then music will break your heart, and you will lose the desire to even want to do it anymore. Do music because you love to do it. Do what it takes to make it in music, but then also be stable. Take care, handle business. If you're a man, you definitely got to you got to make some money. You got to pay some bills. You got to,
Yeah.
So, and I try to teach people that. Any producers, when they ask my advice, try to teach them that.
Phew, was there something that stuck out, like, with your experience working with Zay? Like, is there any, like, story that you could tell that you learned, like, from y'all creation? Like, is there anything that stuck out?
Just really like you say, like you like showing love. Like that's, I ain't even gonna count. Like Zay taught me that, like just from being around him, like just everybody just who he deal with, it's like just always love. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't never even seen Zay mad before. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the most thing I done learned. Like just being at the position he at, like. It like he Zay will pull up in a Lamb, boy. He act like he getting out off a bike or something. I'm like, hey man, Zay, boy, it ain't nobody like Zay for real, bro.
Talk about the song, man, On Fire, man. I was actually listening to that on the way over.
So that's one of my favorites.
That's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Tell me about the inspiration behind it. You was talking like some real stuff, man.
No, for sure. Like just putting everything on the table, like really just expressing what's going on in the city, not just in our city, but just everywhere else. You feel what I'm saying? It's like the streets really on fire. Like we really just we in a corrupt world right now. It's a lot going on. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to have tunnel vision on the piece when everything else going crazy. But it's like that's really what I'm trying to explain to people. It's like you just got to stay focused on what you got going. Like you got to stay focused on God. You got to stay focused on your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to be the difference. You feel what I'm saying? Like even though whatever that may look like. You just got to be the difference.
Man, Phew, you be inspiring me just sitting here, just having this conversation. Sure. Zay, that's the energy you caught.
That's the energy. That's it.
Wow.
That's the energy right there.
That's what's up, man. Man, I love it, man. You already said part 2 is already on deck,
It's
right?
done.
Man, part 5 when we come out.
I tell you.
Zay, let me ask you. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you this. Do you have your top 5 Zaytoven collaborations?
Far as like songs or projects, that's so hard.
Yeah,
man. People be asking me that.
Yeah, hot seat. Yeah,
that's too hard, bro.
I definitely got my top 5.
I'm gonna ask you too.
Right.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Hey, what's your top 5?
My
All right,
top
Phew, let's
5.
start with you.
Not in no order. But
Yeah.
I gotta go Gucci first
Gucci
day
gonna be
out.
number 1.
Gucci first day out.
I'm with you on that.
Hold on, what you
I'm
mean?
with you on
Like
that.
song? What you mean?
Well, give me. Okay, I want to hear your song. I want to go specific. Let's do
Okay, yeah,
song.
Gucci first day out. You gotta go national anthem. You gotta go. Gotta go Future, bro. I can't pick. I can't pick a song from Beast Mode. I ain't even gonna cap. The whole Beast Mode. Like I gotta put the whole Beast Mode.
Beast Mode.
Beast Mode 2 go slap too.
Yeah.
But you gotta go OJ. You gotta go old OJ. You gotta go Make the Trap.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Got to.
You gotta go you gotta go Fresh too. You gotta go Bankroll. You gotta go Bankroll. And you gotta go Dog too.
It's a lot.
Bro.
It's a
Chill.
lot. It's a lot.
Forgot about that Preach. You gotta go Preach too.
You gotta go Preach.
I'm
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do Jet 5. I can't do Jet 5.
Wow.
People ask me that. That's crazy you said though, first day out, because I'm that's definitely
national
my
anthem.
top. Yeah, that's my top
That's
5.
your favorite of all?
Bro, when Gucci recorded the song, I haven't seen Gucci in he was locked up 6 to 8 months. And the first day he got out, we was recording. And he was like, Jose, give me a beat. Give me something to rap on. And I pulled the beat up. And he wasn't saying much, And I was just like, yeah, I don't think we need just rap. Like, don't need to do no hook. Man, the man in there started rapping. I'm starting on my day.
Yeah.
Man, I got chills almost like, bro, what in the world?
Yeah.
And it was like he rapped the whole verse. Like he wasn't stopping and punching in. Let me figure out what I'm gonna say next.
one
It's
take.
like I was like, man, this
That's
dude
crazy.
Gucci the
I
truth.
never knew that.
Bro, it gave me chills.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Is that's the only one that stuck out? It's no others?
I mean, it's so many songs. Me and Gucci got so many songs that it's a lot of songs. I didn't even think that was gonna be what they are. And it's like I'm a dog. I remember recording I'm a dog, and I'm looking at Gucci almost mad. Like, bro, why you in there just playing on the song?
That's funny.
Are you messing up the beat?
One of the hardest.
Man, but then we went to a concert and that was the first song he performed and they was going so crazy. I
stupid.
said, oh, bro, I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. But songs though, like if I had to pick 5 songs, and they won't be really like my favorite song, but they like defining
Yeah,
moments.
I got you. Yeah.
Like First Day Out was, Versace was one. Versace was the song that made me feel like, okay, I can't go back to the barbershop no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was that. That was like one of those songs like, okay, I can't go back.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a funny story about Versace while you
do?
think about it.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
real quick. So we was at the studio with Drum and Cannon, and Drum like, yo, Drake on the way over, right? So Drake just walk in, right? We just having a conversation, and we was talking about the Migos, right? All of a sudden, Drake just come out of nowhere like, yo, I love the Migos. He started going crazy. This is before all of that.
Yeah.
And this funny, a week later, he on the remix, the Versace remix.
Boy, that set my soul on fire when he got on that.
Global.
Did
Yeah.
you? So you was there when all that happened?
No, I wasn't there. I was in California when they told me.
Oh.
Like, Drake just jumped on. I was like, what? But send me the song. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
When I heard it, when he say, shout out Migos, shout out Zaytoven, I was like, oh, bro, that's it. I ain't going back to the barbershop.
Can't go.
No, that was it.
Can't go.
That was
Can't
it.
go.
You can't go back. It was just like, I was supposed to leave long before that anyway, but it was just like, that was one of those moments like, now I got to stand on this. I can't go back to the barbershop.
Yeah.
And another thing about Versace too, like Long Live That Boy Tate, like that was really the first time, Drake adapted that Migo flow. And I feel like after Versace, that's when everybody just adapted that Migo flow.
It took over. It took the game
Wow,
over.
you got a point right there.
For sure.
So that's
Yeah.
definitely a defining song.
Yeah.
Like he say, Preach was another defining song
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Like with Dolph. Like I didn't know. Like we had did the song. It was on a mixtape way before it started getting popular. But then when it started making noise, it's like, hold on. We got something. And me and Dolph, if you go back and listen to, all his projects, like earlier on when I started working with him, I'm doing almost half of each project. I'm doing 5, 6 songs on every every project he putting out. So me and him just got real close. Dolph is one of the only guys. Bro, I went to Icebox and I was just in there, just me and my wife, just
Shout out
looking around.
Icebox.
Shout
Yeah.
out Icebox.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around and I was looking at a piece, let me see it and try it on. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll holler at y'all later. All right, Dolph, I'll holler. Man, they ran out the store and came back, got me and said, hey man, you gotta come back. Dolph bought that piece for you.
Woo.
Wow.
That's one of the most special times ever, bro.
Wow.
Like he didn't, he ain't asked me or nothing. He just paid for it.
Wow.
Like come back in here, he done bought the piece.
Wow.
You talking about $20,000 just on the homeboy, just cause we seen each other in there.
Yeah.
Too hard.
So, that definitely was special. Songs with Future,
I knew you had. It got to be a Future.
it's gonna be Beast Mode 1 and 2. I
I'm about
just
to
count
say,
them
you
as a
can't
song. You can't count.
Pick one.
Yeah, just Beast Mode 1 and 2. Them is like a song to me. Like those projects is like my babies. Like those are the because of Beast Mode. I think that's why I'm on the top 50 producers of the century.
Absolutely.
It's because of that.
Wow,
It's just because
that's
it's a
crazy.
sound. Like, I was somebody before that. But it was so defining when we did Beast Mode that it made people look at me like, okay, Zaytoven one of the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So-
Yeah.
Phew. Who's your top 5
Top 5.
artists?
Top 5.
Any
artists.
genre.
It's Michael Jackson. I go I'll go Kurt Franklin.
Okay.
I'll go Kurt Franklin. I go man, top artist. I gotta go WAP. just cause I'm from the east side and, you know, just growing up, like, I tell people all the time I was raised by Will Smith and Gucci. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I gotta go
funny.
WAP. I gotta go dang, Tumo. I don't know. I might go Future and Tip.
Okay. Pray for Atlanta, man.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere. Number
Everywhere.
one. I loving the collaboration, man. Talk to them, let them know, man, where they can find you, what's going on, what's up
So
next.
man, y'all get at me right now, man, at 1KPHEW, all platform, man. It's up, man. PFA out right now. Pray for Atlanta, all platform. Me and my brother Zaytoven, Zaytigi, the legendary. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Y'all know, if y'all don't know, man, y'all tap in with me. Zaytoven Beats, everything, all social media. ZAYTOVENBEATZ. Hey man, and you know me and 1K Phew got the hottest thing going right now. So
on,
make sure
man.
y'all tap in. Let the album just play over and over and over again until you learn all the words.
Go to sleep with it on
Go
repeat.
to sleep. Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Appreciate y'all,
appreciate
man.
you,
Pray
for
for
sure.
Atlanta. You see what it is, man. TrendsetterSense, Rhythm and Streets.
Salute.
Trendsetter.